So we're looking at some practice questions relating to the laws of indices. So let's go ahead and try to solve some questions. So what if I have a raised to the fifth times 2 raised to the second, and then I will say times 3 raised to the third. Now, since they are all like terms, we could just multiply the coefficients. So we get 6, 1 times 2 times 3 gives us 6, and we just bring back one of the bases, and we just add the powers. So this will give us, I think it will give us 10. Let's look at another question. If I have, let's say I have 10w raised to 5 times x raised to 2, and there we have 2w raised to 2 times, let's say, x raised to 1. Now we could actually, since this is dividing, we could actually do the division law. Since the coefficients are the same, well, since the coefficients have common variables in it, so we could actually divide these. We could say 2 in itself goes 1, 2 in that goes 5 times, or we could say these are subtracting each other, the index are subtracting, the powers are subtracting. So finally we will have 5, bring back one of the bases, and we subtract the power. So 2 from 5 gives us 3, and we have 2 from 1 from 2 gives us 1. So our answer will be 5 times 5 w raised to the third power. Oh, it should be x. It should be x. It should be x. Alright, so this should be x. So let's look at another example. So if I have to the third time to the second, so x raised to the second, y raised to the second power, and we have times, say, to the fifth, and we say let's say y raised to the third. So we could just group the like terms. Let's group the like terms in multiplication. So we bring back the basis of the x's, and we just add the powers. So we have x, so it's 2 plus 5 gives us 7. The bases are the same, so we'll have bring back the y, and it gives us 5. Let's look at another example. If we have, let's say, 2a to the fourth, b to the third, to, let's say, 2. We could actually do the product of rule of law, which I would actually distribute the exponent to each exponent in the bracket. So we'd say 2 raised to 1 times 2, a raised to 4 times 2, and b raised to 3 times 2. And so we'll actually just work out the exponents. I would say that 2 raised to, this will be 2 raised to 2, a raised to, say, is what, 8, and b raised to 6. Well, this could be simplified some more if we want. Well, since the indices, we could leave it in the exponent form, but we could actually simplify it. We could actually say this is what, this is what, 4, and we write back these. Should be 6. Let's look at another question. So we have so we have 5. So we have 5e to the third times f times 4 to the fifth times f to the fourth divided by 20 e to the 8th power f to the 5th power. Now, if you look in the numerator, we actually see that they are like terms, so we could just multiply the coefficients, and so that will give us 20. And since we have basically common basis, so we have the e with that e, so that will give us e to the 8, and we have 1, this is 1, so we have f to the 5th, because we're adding the exponents. So if you don't remember how we do this, you can also watch the video. There's a video that I did with the laws, and this video gives you the practice questions. And we could just bring back the denominator. And so if you look at this fraction, it is actually the denominator is the same thing as the numerator. So this is actually equal to 1. But we could actually do it in a more detailed way. So we could say 20 into itself goes 1 time. And we could say e raised to the 8th power divided by e raised to the 8th power is actually e to the 0 power, because we are subtracting the powers. And we say the same thing with f. F to the 5th divided by f to the 5th gives us f to 0 power. And remember, anything that raised to the power of 0 gives you 1. So 1 times 1 times 1 gives us 1. And if we just did, but this will actually be the shortcut, because this is actually saying like the same term is being divided by itself. So that will give us 1. So here we go, indices, practice questions, and there are many more you can try on your own and to see how well you understand the laws and so on. So if you like this video, please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. And I will be posting more videos of other topics in this area, mathematics.